Welcome back, Desk Poppers, to another movie review. Today, I'm convincing my co-host, Angel and Daniel, and I'm giving them 4 reasons why Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the best movie of the year.
As always, we're going to be doing a spoiler and non-spoiler review, so I don't want to hear any complaining in the comments, because by the time this video comes out, it'll be a week.
All right, guys. Well, let's just get into the non-spoiler review first. Letter grade. What do you think it was?
I give it a B-.
That's a lot higher than I was going to give it.
What are you giving it?
So I was between a C+ and a B-.
What was it? C+?
C+, but I ended up going with a B-.
I think I'm going to give it like a solid C.
As you guys can see, my co-hosts are really down on the movie. I'm giving it the first ever A+ of the year.
First ever?
A+. I thought it was an amazing movie. Dude, I really do think it's the best movie of the year. I'm going to give you guys 4 reasons throughout the video of why it's amazing, but we're doing our non-spoiler first.
Well, let me ask you this. Who is your MVP?
No,
he pauses. He's
no, because my MVP is obviously Haley Steinfeld, bro. She's like my crush, my celebrity crush. But also
Gwen?
Yeah,
Yes.
Gwen Stacy.
You didn't recognize the voice?
I don't recognize anybody's.
Yeah, you don't. He didn't know it was Oscar Isaac until I told him.
No,
Well, I mean, you said it like 3 words in.
Yeah, but you were like, no, it's not.
I didn't say that. I said, was it?
Oh.
Or is it?
I don't know. Yeah, is it? Same thing.
Okay, well, it's Gwen Stacy. This is her story. The same way that Thanos was the original story of Infinity War, and there's going to be a lot of similarities between Infinity War and this movie, but the same way that, you know, Gwen Stacy, Thanos was the main character, this was Gwen Stacy's story more than it was Miles.
Mm-hmm. Mine was Miguel O'Hara.
Perro.
Oh, yeah?
Spider-Man 2099.
I mean, I love Oscar Isaac. Latinos rise up, baby.
He was my MVP of the movie.
¿La tuya? Por si acaso.
I think I'm going to just have to go with Miles Morales.
That's a safe pick.
That's a very safe pick. I mean, he was good. I'm saying the characters in this movie are amazing. That's not one of the reasons why it's the best movie of the year. But if I had a 5th reason, the characters are really great. The voice acting, everything is on point. Let's talk a little bit about our theater experience, because let me tell you, I had a lot to talk about for my theater experience. I went midday Friday. Not midday. I went like at 3 o'clock. Let me tell you guys, it was packed. I think this is going to do well in the box offices because, dude, it was 3 o'clock and it was
think
packed.
it's already doing pretty good.
I was going to say that because when I was looking at tickets for us the other day, every single one was packed.
Up the ass.
And we had to watch it with the subtitles.
Which honestly, I didn't even notice.
We didn't notice. We even talked about it at the end. We were like, did you notice the subtitles? And we're like, no.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
And our theater was pretty packed, but we had one of those little ones.
Well,
like the 50 people type.
Yeah, the 50 people type.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, mine wasn't like the IMAX one, so like we didn't have the chairs. It was just a normal one, but I think the theater was still pretty big.
Did you go to the Orchard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is that, so my theater experience, I had a bunch of kids. Everywhere, bro. And this kid behind me, so when they were upside down, the kid was asking his dad, how are they doing that? And I'm like, bro, this guy does not know Spider-Man's powers. Like, this little kid, I know he's probably like 5 or whatever. He hasn't had a lot of experience with superheroes, but I'm like, bro, like, how do you not know that he can walk on walls, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ours wasn't too packed, I feel like.
Not too many kids?
No. 2 girls were in our seats and they moved over.
Those fuckers. I hate when that happens, bro.
They're like, no one bought these seats. And then Daniel's like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm right here, motherfucker. Box office, though. We got 130 million domestically. I think
second best animated opening weekend of all time, I think. It's behind The Incredibles 2, I believe.
For the year, it's $100,000 behind Guardians of the Galaxy for best
opening.
Opening Thursday night.
Damn, that's not that far.
Yeah, 100,000. It's 17.5, 17.4. It's now tracking to earn 113 million in the film's domestic opening weekend. This would be 3 times more than the opening of the first film. So people are excited for the movie. Like I'm saying, this is a great movie. I don't know what you guys didn't enjoy it, but I'm gonna give my first reason of why it's a great movie: the animation. I know Daniel wasn't a big fan of the animation.
I wasn't the big fan of the animation in Gwen's universe.
So I really love that they gave every single Spider-Man their own type of animation. Like Gwen Stacy was more pastel. Miles
watercolors.
Morales,
There's a lot of watercolors.
And I really loved that. Dude, I really loved that. I don't know. It's just the animation was great. Like Hobie, the punk rock. I loved his style animation.
We never saw his universe, huh?
No, but
you see him.
Yeah, you see him, so you get it. Yeah, I know. You get it.
Like he looks really different from everybody. It's just because that's his character. He's a rule breaker. He was so funny. We'll talk about him later. Everybody had their own different animation, and I think the animation for this movie 100% hit it out of the park. I don't think you can do better animation than this.
The animation itself was great. I did enjoy everybody's little background and everything. I think it was just the comic book vibe that could throw me off.
Well, it's a comic book movie.
I know that, but I didn't enjoy it.
This movie wouldn't have worked if it was CGI though, like fully like that type of animation.
Yeah, but
Like Super Mario.
Yes.
Kind of animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very distinct in the animation style that it shows. It's gonna win the Oscar for best animated movie.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's gonna be close. I think honestly,
No,
it's gonna be
close to what?
Oh, Super Mario. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's between Super Mario and this movie.
Yeah, it's between Super Mario and this
Mario's really
movie.
good too, but I think just with
Nah, I would give it to this one
yeah, you see, then why are you giving it a C? Bro, it's
because
just
I don't like the comic.
and you know
comic
what
book
too?
vibe.
This movie made me cry like 3 times.
You cry for every movie.
Yeah, bro, fuck it, bro. Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
My guy, you cry at Transformers. Come on.
That comes out next week.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
but the previous 5.
The previous 5.
The sponsor of today's video is
That's Pop. That's us.
it's us, baby.
Please
Hey.
like, comment, subscribe.
It helps.
Share this video with your Mima. It helps a lot. We're trying to renovate our studio for our 1-year anniversary.
But
You'll be surprised. The whole new setup.
we're creating change, baby. Guys, welcome to the spoiler zone.
Wait.
So,
And that brings us to our second reason why it's an amazing movie. This movie ends, it has the balls. I love using that term. It has the balls to end on a cliffhanger, bro.
I'm glad that we went straight to the end because I was going to bring that up. Ending on a cliffhanger, that didn't bother me. What bothered me was that the ending dragged on too long.
Well, okay,
And I
what does
can't
that
see
mean?
that.
that we talked about
That
it.
the final part of the movie was too long.
What was too long? From what point to one point?
From the point he transferred back to his universe to the point the movie ended.
I understand
was
your
too
feeling
long.
with that because like in my head I was like, oh, it's gonna end any second now.
Yeah,
Kept dragging
that is what bothered me. That it was too long. So I feel like there was some parts in there that could have been cut off or like shortened.
Yeah, definitely short.
The cliffhanger, I don't mind the cliffhanger because
Well-
obviously it sets up for a part 2 or. Part
And I'm
3, I guess,
glad
at this
more
point.
movies are like have the balls to like end it where
cliffhangers.
Yeah, on cliffhangers. Because a lot of people are like, oh, that doesn't feel like the movie is fully its own movie. But the same way that Infinity War was Thanos movies, I brought this up. This is Gwen's movie. And Gwen's story actually finishes in this whole movie. Even though Miles has a cliffhanger and you don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen with Miles, Gwen Stacy resolves her issues with her father. Like at the beginning of the movie where she tells him that she's Spider-Gwen or Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
She's Spider-Woman in her universe.
He like tries to arrest her and she
I was
leaves and
gonna say her
everything.
dad's a savage who's trying to arrest her.
It's crazy.
No,
dude.
well, it's in the moment, bro. At the moment, like you don't know what to do. For the dad, you just feel like, okay, I finally found Spider-Woman. I finally got
But
her.
she even says it. She's like, "Can you just be my dad for a second?"
And I don't think it could. Like it's just hard. You're in a stressful
Yeah.
situation. I side with the dad on this one. Like I really did love the plot twist.
And I called it at the end. I told him I was like, "He's in the wrong universe."
Oh, like before when he got teleported.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about it. Like Gwen was outside in the rain, and the universe he was in was
It was like a whole different color.
It was just dry outside.
It was dry.
It wasn't
outside.
raining.
Yeah, it wasn't raining.
I-
If you looked out through the windows,
God, I
like
didn't
you know how
even
he was in
notice
his room,
Yeah.
the windows outside and hit that room, it wasn't raining. But when Gwen was outside, it was raining. I was like, they're in different
bro.
universes.
I guess I didn't realize it until the mom came in and was saying like, "Who's Spider-Man?" That's when I was like, "Oh shit, he's in." That's like it took me that far to be like, "Oh shit, he's in the wrong universe." And then I didn't realize Miles was Prowler until because his uncle Aaron Davis put on the cloth. So I was
Yeah,
like,
so
"Oh,
he
he's
was
a Prowler."
teasing it. Yeah, he was teasing.
To go into the third reason why it's a great movie, the Easter eggs. This is
the
a
Easter eggs were
great
good.
time to bring up the Easter eggs. They put the Easter eggs in a way that it really enhanced the movie without taking away from it.
So the Easter eggs were done the way I think Easter eggs should be done in movies, to where they're subtle and off to the side. Because a lot of movies, they'll throw the Easter egg right at your face and be like, "Oh, look, it's the Easter egg."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
well, obviously, like you made it pretty obvious. The way this movie did them, it was
And, like,
subtle.
just threw him in the background.
Yeah,
Like-
just threw them in the background and
Like Genki playing Spider-Man the game to
Yeah.
the side, or I don't know. that's
even
not-
like the Spider-Man from the PS4 game.
yeah,
like
it
when
was
they-
in the
it was in the universe.
You know what was my favorite cameo though? Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah,
favorite cameo
As
is
the Prowler?
Donald Glover. Yeah, he plays him in the MCU, so it was just great to see him because he's been fighting to play Miles Morales for the longest time since like before Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. You know, he wanted that role.
In the MCU, he plays Miles as
Uncle.
uncle
Yeah, the Prowler.
in the MCU. If you didn't know that,
Oh,
well, for the
now I
people
know.
that don't know that, yes, he plays Aaron Davis in the MCU, and he even teases it, saying, "Hey, keep this neighborhood safe. I've got a nephew named Miles out there."
Oh, so here's my question for y'all. Do you think this Miles should be the official Miles for the MCU, or should the MCU have its own story?
Well, I've seen some crazy theories about how at the end of part 3, we're going to see Miles go from animated to real life.
Live action?
Live action. And that's when they're going to reveal the Miles Morales.
Do you think they should do that, or do you think they should just set up a new Miles in the MCU and have him have his own story to tell?
No, because we already got too many stories out there.
So this should be the Miles Morales.
This should be this story. Like,
so you think
into the MCU.
you're saying the Spider-Verse shouldn't leak into the MCU?
He's saying it should.
Oh, it should. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we already got too many stories out there, and
I'm saying it shouldn't, because we do have too many stories, and I like that. I love that the Insomniac Miles Morales has his own story to tell. I like that this Miles has his own story to tell, and I feel like we should have our own MCU Miles Morales, because I think there's so many stories to tell, and this would be a perfect way to set up his own story in the
So
universe.
let me counteract with this. We've said before where there's too many Batmans with too many stories.
Yeah.
But now it's okay with Spider-Man?
Yeah, 100%. Because Spider-Man, and this is a knock on the multiverse of madness, Spider-Man knows how to do the multiverse. I think the way they set up the multiverse, they explained it very well. They explained it in a sense where every time a new character comes up, it's a comic book. So they have that privilege of doing exposition in a very fun way. And I think, like Doctor Strange, you went into one multiverse, and yeah, like it wasn't the multiverse of madness. It was the one multiverse
yeah.
of, you know, like
we saw like the montage of them going through
Like,
all of them,
yeah,
but it wasn't even like they stopped at any of them. They literally just like went through.
and it wasn't really a multiverse. It was
Yeah.
just like paint. It was like underwater New York. We actually saw like what the New Delhi was it called? The Mumhattan.
Mumbattan.
Mumbattan.
Some shit. Yeah.
So that was really cool seeing New York City. We got to see Miguel O'Hara's New York City.
Nueva York.
Which O'Hara's not a Latin last
He's Mexican.
name. I don't.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, damn, Miguel O'Hara?
Yeah, I'm like, who? Who is this Latino man?
Even Miles.
Yeah, Morales. You know, like
Miles is not really
He was a no sabo kid.
a Latin.
Oh, but the Miles Morales from the Prowler,
Their
dude, his
Spanish
Spanish
was
was
different,
way
yeah.
better. And that's because he grew up with a mom and no dad.
Yep.
So he spoke some more Spanish to his mom.
Yeah. Mendigo.
I know, si se.
I don't
And
know,
we got I love
I know
doing
this
this
stuff,
during the podcast. We have a new subscriber, Emil, subscribed to your channel 19 minutes ago. Thank you. Nice. Very nice. Are there any more Easter eggs that you guys enjoyed?
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire
Yeah,
ones were cool.
I was
Biggest
gonna bring
ones,
those.
bro. I forgot. Oh my god, dude, that
Those
was
were
cool.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool to see. To bring into the story, the fourth reason why it's the best movie of the year, the story was really well thought out and it progressed. Like the whole plot, like I felt like there was no boring moment, and they explained every reason right. Like it kept moving the story forward. One of that was that the captain always dies. Like that's his canon event. The concept of a canon event
Happens in every universe.
Yeah, points in time that
All match every story.
yeah.
And if you ruin the canon event and you stop it from happening, that universe will collapse on itself.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you know what it reminded me of?
Doctor Strange.
What if? Yes. And I've never seen anybody talk about this, and maybe they will after one, like, because it'll take a week to come out. But I thought that was really cool because in Doctor Strange, like, he becomes a villain because the whole universe starts to like go away.
Yeah.
And also in Multiverse of
Because he
Madness,
tries
you
to
also
save
see it
him.
on there. But I'm more what if
So it's not the whole series of What If, it's the Doctor Strange episode.
Yes.
The What If episode of Doctor Strange, he tries to save Dr. Palmer and she dies every time. So he
Yeah.
just keeps rewinding time, and eventually that universe starts to collapse in on
Yeah,
itself.
because he actually does save her. And
he actually does save her. He wasn't supposed to.
Is Miles wrong for trying to save his dad?
I think he's going to end up saving it, which is how his universe is going to collapse, which is how we're going to get him on live action. Clip it right now.
Ooh. I
Flip
like
it.
that. I like that.
A lot of people are saying, would Tom Holland Spider-Man be on Miles' side?
I say yes.
On his side, what do you mean? Oh,
Like-
they're like
like he
buddy
would-
buddy.
like
Yeah,
he would
because
try to
if you
save.
saw all the other Spider-Mans were going after him, even Peter B. Parker.
Yeah, no, I'd say we'd be on his side.
And I only say this because he tried to save the villains from from the other universes, because Doctor Strange was like they're all destined to die,
Yes.
Yeah.
and Tom was like, no,
No. Yeah.
we're stopping.
Yeah, we
this
already
thing."
we already seen it.
So that's why.
Scenes it.
We've done it.
We done saw it.
But I do want to bring up one person Hobie, my boy Hobie. Everybody,
Hobie.
he's a fan favorite. Everybody on Twitter loves him. The moment he was on screen, I hated him, bro. You know why?
Why?
Miles should not be friends with him, bro. He fucked your girl. Did you see that? Where he's like, did he stay the night?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
He
bro.
kept asking multiple times.
If she stayed the night, and I'm like, bro, obviously she stayed the night.
She had his hoodie and his shoes on.
yeah, bro. No, dude, that means one thing, my brother.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and I brought this up to Daniel. How old is she?
She's old.
Like how old?
Like I think she's like 25.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she in her when she was going over her story with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Like they were already like adults.
Oh, what the hell?
No, they were
Like when
they were at a class dance.
were they at a class dance?
Yeah. That's where
No. After.
See, that I think that's what confused me because I thought she was like
Okay.
like 18 probably.
No, okay, it says here 16 or 17, which makes sense because now that I'm thinking about it, the school dance happened. Peter Parker, which I'm surprised he became a lizard. Like,
His
yeah.
universe.
because he
Yeah.
like, I was like, I don't think Peter would like wanna be more than just.
Well, he didn't know what he was doing when he died.
Yeah,
When
maybe.
he died.
Y luego,
Anyways, so
That-
she's
that was
what,
a couple
18?
months
Let's say
after.
18?
yeah, 17, 18. Miles is like 15, though.
He's 15. He says he's 15.
So
Yeah.
3 years old.
Because I told Daniel, I was like, dude, she's going to catch a case.
Oh, yeah. Dude, horny on the
Yeah,
timeline.
we were saying it's all the same in every universe. She's gonna catch a case.
I was like, I don't know the laws in New York, but I'm pretty sure.
No, even the parents bring it up. They're like, I think she's old enough to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
And I
like,
told
somebody-
Daniel she is old enough. She's old enough to be his mother.
yeah.
I don't know about that one, but yeah.
Hey, you know, those spider genes, like, you age slowly. Okay, yeah, I'm actually 42.
It is a little sus. I will say that. It is a little sus.
Hey, shout out to Miles for going for an older girl, though.
Hey,
My
Dog.
Dog. Better. No, he should not be friends with Hobie, bro. My boy Hobie's not good. Like,
when
yeah.
he's still young, he don't know. Give it like
I
a
don't
month
know,
before he
bro.
like.
Would you be
Realizes.
friends with
Yeah.
somebody? Like, bro, that's deep.
Yeah, but we're grown. We're not 15 no more.
I don't know, bro. that's
No, I wouldn't. No, of course not.
So, like, everybody likes Hobie, and I get it. He's a rule breaker. He was really funny. He's like, I quit, and like just backs
Yeah.
out, and like he's the one that gives Gwen he gives Gwen his. Oh my god, bro!
His
like,
watch. How did he give Gwen his watch when he threw it away? I don't understand that part.
I don't know, bro. He does a lot of weird shit.
That part kind of
Maybe he didn't throw it away.
contradicts himself.
Oh, did he?
He did. He says, I quit, and he threw it on the ground when he walks back through his
Maybe
portal.
he made one. Because he even said, he even told Miles, he was like, why don't you make your own watch?
Oh, that's true.
Like, come on, man. Why don't you? You're smart.
I mean, yeah, I don't know about that.
Do it, man. Just do it.
So is he not allowed to join that
Spider Society.
Spider Society until his dad dies?
No.
No, I think so. I did want to bring that up. We'll talk about that later. Miguel O'Hara is definitely a villain. Like even his logo
Yeah.
looks like a skull, you know?
Yeah.
And he was about to eat the vulture's face, no? Before he got caught
Yeah.
with the light. I feel like there's more to him than meets the
Then
eye.
meets the eye.
And I think he just hates Miles because he has two parents.
Well, he says Miles was never supposed to be bitten.
He's an anomaly.
He's in
Oh, also because the spider was from a different universe.
Yeah, this,
And you know that universe is from the Miles Morales who's the Prowler. He was the one that was going to get bit.
yep. He was the one who's gonna get bit.
Crazy how everything works out. We haven't even talked about the main villain, the Spot.
Spot.
The
There's so
Spot.
much.
So
in
let's
this
talk
movie.
about who was
I-
the villain of the movie, the Spot or Miguel O'Hara.
Or the friends that we made along the way.
Keep your friends close, for your enemies closer.
I think the true villain is Miguel O'Hara. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel
I
was
would
the-
say that the Spot was just,
Like, yeah, he's trying to kill his
background noise.
dad, but come on, bro. That's his destiny.
I think Miguel was the
Miguel
villain.
O'Hara is just a dick, bro. When they had him on the train or whatever, he was like, "You're just an anomaly, Miles." And like the whole fight, I'm like, Miguel, what are we doing right now? Like, why do you hate this kid so much? Like, there's no like my boy was just catching strays from Miguel like left and right, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Like,
What
you
did he say fuck me for?
Yeah. Like, dude, and he's a 15-year-old kid, bro. Like, what are you doing?
grown ass man.
Yeah, grown-ass man. Yeah.
I do want to give love to Oscar Isaac, though. This is his third Marvel role. One with the Fox X-Men, one with MCU, and now one with the Sony Marvel. Congratulations, my boy. You're out here, the comic book icon,
Comic book king.
Latino king right there.
Showing love for the Latinos, man.
The Spot was funny, though. Villain of the week turned into like a real enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the backstory. If you didn't watch the first movie, but
I
it
did not
was
watch the
so
first.
funny how they brought him back with the bagel.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah,
But
the multiverse movie,
it's the bagel is like part of the multiverse. Like it's a multiverse of whatever.
Yeah.
And they just bring back the bagel. So I know whoever directed this film watched that movie because it was
that was a good movie.
So many great
that was a good movie.
Easter eggs from that movie, from the bagel and everything. So it was really cool to see.
Do you think we see a lot of Oscar Isaac in the second?
Yeah, of course. I think Miguel is the villain. Like, yeah, obviously we need to stop the Spot, and I feel bad for the Spot because he's trying to become this high level villain, and even on this podcast we're like diminishing his villainous, and we're like, yeah, man, his status as a villain. There's something off about him, bro. Like, I don't think I think that he's got more of a connection with Miles than meets the eye, and I don't know what it is. I don't have any theories. This is the first time I don't have a theory on like what I can't
like
read
what his end game is.
Yeah, bro. I just don't. Do you guys have some theory for his end game?
No, I don't have any like off the top of my head.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I thought there was going to be a connection to Miles or something like that with the end credit scene, but I was like, no, that would diminish it. You know, that would diminish the movie, and we save that for March. It comes out March 2024 next year. Yep. Less than a year. So that'd be nice to watch. We'll put that in our 2024 movie review in January.